Last night, one of the biggest audiences in British television history watched this, loved this, and gave it the gold. Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean got bronze. Good evening. Over 23 million viewers watched live coverage of Jane and Chris last night, comfortably BBC Sport's biggest ever audience. Many of them, though, remain confused and angry at the result. For example, was the final backflip illegal? Apparently the judges think so.
But not everybody. Will have more on that story later on. In Hammer last night, the instant reaction around the rink was that Jane and Chris had done enough to win gold, including Chris's new fiancée, Jill Trenery, the former world champion, and Jane's husband, Phil Christensen, celebrating their crowd-pleasing routine. But the joy was short-lived as the first set of marks appeared. The judges seemed out of step with public opinion.
5,6 or 5,7. That was the feeling, wasn't it? The judges weren't going to let you win.
From everybody else's impression, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you say will be seen like sour grapes, but the public thought that, the viewers have thought that, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
Well, if that's how people feel, then that makes us feel supported.
British short track skater Wilf O'Reilly has also had high hopes dashed in the past. This was 2 years ago. But the motivation and medal potential remain as strong as ever. Wilf goes tonight in the heats of the 1,000 metres. So too does Londoner Nicky Gooch, and he's the newly crowned European champion. Britain's got a definite chance.
Olympic champion 10 years ago, Jens Weissflog finding form at the right time to dominate ski jumping once again. Conditions were perfect and Weissflog was perfect. He spearheaded Germany's victory in the team event today to make it double gold in double quick time.
Now, you were in Hammer last night, lucky thing. The mood back here was, though, that Jane and Chris had been prejudged, that they were never going to persuade the judges about their free dance routine. Was that the impression you got out there as well?
Well, it certainly was. I mean, around the rink there were a lot of ex-skaters, a lot of people that have been involved in skating for many, many years, and all of them just put their hands up and said, we don't understand this, we can't explain it, we cannot explain what happened.
It's a problem for the sport, isn't it?
It really is going to be a problem because, you know, people now feel, you know, that Jane and Chris can go out and skate possibly the routine of their lives and not get rewarded for it.
We shall discuss it further, and we'll hear later live from Jane and Chris tonight as well. At the Hammer Amphitheatre tonight, the judges won't be quite so influential, but they do have a role to play. It's short-track speed skating. Wilf O'Reilly and Nicky Gooch, such strong challengers for Britain. It's not the kind of speed skating we've been watching over the last few days. So here's a grandstand guide to short track.
Short-track speed skating made a colourful debut to the Games in 1992. It's head-to-head. It's all about being first across the line. Athletes are travelling at 25 to 30 miles an hour, and the boot needs to be specially designed. It's moulded to fit the individual like a slipper. The 16-inch blade is attached by bolts and is offset to the left to assist high-speed cornering. Protective helmets, shin pads and knee pads are essential. It's a non-contact sport, but with 4 skaters in each final, crashes are common. In the new 500-metre race, a good start is crucial, running on ice before getting into the sliding, gliding movement to produce maximum speed. Exploding from the gun like a 100-metre sprinter, it's a huge advantage to be in front out of the first bend. From there, it's a scramble for the line. But unlike athletics, it's not the first torso across that counts, but the first skate, by whatever means. Tactics come into play over the 9-lap distance. The rink is just over 111 metres, and cat-and-mouse antics are employed until the skaters break at around 5 laps to go. Then, once again, it's a mad dash to finish. Luckily, there's no marks for style.
1,000 metres a day. Matt Jasper competed for Britain in short track 2 years ago in the Olympics. Exactly how demanding is this sport?
Well, as you can tell by the legs on some of the guys that have skated tonight, they are very big. It takes a lot of work to get your legs that size, and cardiovascularly it's very difficult to keep the endurance training up so you can your legs and your heart and lungs work in synchronisation so you're not out of breath and dead at the end of a race.
But it's not just pace and power like the conventional speed skating we've been watching in the last few days. It's tactics as well.
Yeah, that's right. We don't work to a set routine as the long track skaters do. We don't have a time schedule. We do have our own private plans that we do use in a mind that we take out. But yeah, tactics are very important in the 1,000 metres especially. 500 metres, it's just flat out all the way.
OK, 1,000 metres coming up now. First two in each heat qualify for the quarter-finals, which follow in a few minutes' time. Wilf O'Reilly goes in heat 7, Nicky Gooch in heat 3, which we can see now with David Coleman.
Nicky Gooch goes for Great Britain in the third heat, third of the 8 heats in the first round of the 1,000 metres. There on the inside is John Coyle of America, the American record holder, 500 metres.